Hey, how's it going there, everybody? I thought I would do a bit of a demo and an overview for this here, which is an Ibanez RG5121. I've owned it now for about 18 months, and I thought I've just replaced the strings, and this would be like a great time to do a bit of a demo or an overview of it. I'm going to do a mix for you. We'll do some clean sounds, some dirty sounds, and just give you my overall thoughts and why I think this is a great guitar. First of all, here's the mix. Hope you enjoy. Cheers. Let's go over the specs of the guitar. First of all, we've got a Mikasa ebony fretboard. We have stainless steel jumbo frets. Now, the idea being with stainless steel frets as opposed to nickel, which is on what normally is on guitars, they shouldn't wear. So there'd be no expectation to replace them at any point. You should get a lifetime's worth of use out of them, pretty much. The other thing with them as well is they're a little bit more noticeable to do bends on them, so that's one thing that's really cool with them as well. Moving on, we have got a binding all the way around, so you've got a nice white binding here on the body of the guitar as well as the neck. I think it's said you've got a super HP wizard neck, whatever that works for you. It's in terms of how I feel, this is my first 6-string Ibanez guitar that I've owned. It is, yes, quite a thin neck. I believe that you can get some of the other ones that are much more thinner than this one still, but it suits me. It's really good. I enjoy it. Speaking of the neck, you get you got a 5-piece maple and Wingate neck. That is the idea being with a 5-piece neck is you should get a bit more stability out of it. One thing that's great and should be on just about any guitar, I reckon, is a volute, which is this part here. It protects it from headstock breakages and things like that. Moving on to the tuners, you've got the Gotoh locking tuners. So if you don't know about locking tuners, the whole idea with them is they're not really, some people say that they're more tuning, they create tuning stability better, but really the idea being with them is they're quicker to, easier to swap strings and tune. So if you're ever playing live and you break a string, this is where these come into their own. They're much quicker to replace. You don't have to wind, you just pop them through, tune it up to pitch, lock them off, you're good to go. Right, in terms of the body, you've got what Ibanez call African mahogany. It is a 3-piece, so you've got your centre bit down here and you've got 2 wings. Now the idea being is, you're supposed to ideally have a 1-piece body, it's what desirable, but if it's done right, I guess it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Now the thing is, I guess the amount of money you're paying for, it could be warranted that it would be good if it was a 1-piece body, but neither here nor there for me personally. Just thought it's worth pointing out to you though. You got your nice wee battery compartment here, all the electronics for the pickups, which we'll get onto. Flipping it back over, this is what Ibanez call Dark Tide Blue. Looks great, it looked fantastic, especially when it was new. Again, this guitar's about 18 months old now. I play it a lot. It's probably my favourite guitar that I've ever had. And you can see this is like a matte or satin finish, and especially here, just from me playing it, hey man, it's starting to get a couple of wee usage marks and everything like that on it. But that's the reason for that is because I love playing it so much. Right, here you've got a volume, you've got tone, 3-way toggle switch. This wee switch here is to do with the Fisher Influence pickups, which I absolutely love. They're so good. Essentially with them, the idea being with them is you can get a passive tone out of them and you can get an active tone out of them. They're active pickups, but they're designed that you can get a passive tone out of them as well. So flip it up, that's passive. Flip it down, that's active. You've got a Fishman Influence modern pickups with a brushed sort of stainless looking finish. You've got an Alnico in the neck and a ceramic in the bridge, and you've got a Gibraltar 2 hardtail bridge. Just going back to the pickups, I used to be a big passive fan. I didn't really like active pickups that much. These, however, definitely changed my mind. I wasn't that impressed on the demos that I heard on YouTube when I was considering this guitar, to be honest. I was wanting to go and get this guitar and then swap them out to a set of bare knuckle Aftermath pickups, but look, hey man, once I actually got them and I was playing them here in the room, I absolutely adore these pickups. They're probably my favourite set of pickups that I've ever played. Used to be, I still am a massive fan of a Seymour Duncan JB and Distortion. I think they're fantastic, but probably these for me personally now take the cake. In terms of the quality of the guitar, it's built in Japan's Fujijin factory, so it's fantastic for the for quality and stuff. But then I guess it should be because of it is quite a high price for the guitar, or for me anyway. That's right on the very top end of what I'd be prepared to pay for any guitar. The frets, the fret edges are very smooth. There's no rough ends or anything like that to me. Nothing that I can feel like that. It's great. There is one little quality control that I will show you just in a separate shot where you can see, which is quite common for bolt-on necks. There is tiny surface hairline crack on both sides. I pointed that out when I got it, and as a result I got a discount on it. Just something, if you ever get to try this guitar in person, just have a look at the neck pocket, I would suggest. Again, I'm confident all my other bolt-on guitars have that same neck crack. I think it's pretty 50-50 if you get them on most bolt-on guitars. Some have them, some don't. But just worth pointing out to you. And you've also got a Graphtec Tusk XL nut, and so that keeps the guitar in tune really well. This guitar has great tuning stability. Once I get there, I don't have to tune it that often. You've got a 25.5 inch scale from the nut here to the bridge, which is pretty standard for the Super Strat type shapes, which this one is. In terms of the fretboard, this is what Ibanez, I guess, is known for. This guitar specifically has a fretboard radius just shy of 17 inches, which means it is very flat. For comparison's sake, a Gibson Les Paul has a 12 inch radius. Jacksons have 12 inch from there, and they flatten up to 16 inch up here. But this one here is just shy of 17 all the way through. That combined with it's quite a wide fretboard as well. Okay, so with all that being said and done, let's go through the individual tones, and I'll mark down what pickup I'm using. We'll do a bit of clean, a bit of distortion, and a bit of lead. Okay, here's some rhythm guitar. Neck pickup on voice 2, or the passive voice. Voice 1, active voice. Middle position, passive voicing. Middle position, active voicing. Bridge position, passive voicing. Bridge position, active voicing. Alright, here are the cleans. Neck pickup, passive voice. Neck pickup, active voice. Middle pickup, passive voice. Middle pickup, both pickups rather, passive voice. Bridge pickup, passive voicing. Bridge pickup, active voicing. Alright, here's some lead guitar on neck pickup, passive voice. Active voicing. Both pickups together on a passive voice. Both pickups together, active voicing. bridge pickup, passive voicing. And finally, bridge pickup, active voicing. Hey, thanks so much for watching. In summary, this is my favourite guitar that I own. I absolutely love the thing. I would never ever sell it. If you want to check out more of it, I've got plenty more covers where I use this guitar. Hey, once again, thanks so much for watching and take care.